Stack DOP, make sure USD. Got them NFTs. Hold on, meet me.
Yo, what's good, NFT City? It's your boy Chris. We're coming at you guys with another episode of the NFT City podcast. Right now it's Wednesday, June 16th. And right now I'm recording with my boy Dom. How you feeling today, bro?
That's right. Yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'm chilling. NFT City was good. Welcome to episode 16. Damn. Getting up there.
Okay.
Getting up there in the double digits now, son.
June 16th episode.
Ooh.
Bars.
Shit. Hell yeah, bro. Yeah, but I feel great, bro. Things are good today. We had a nice day at work. Weather's nice. It's not as hot. It cooled down a bit here in New York City. And we didn't have much to talk. At least we didn't plan to have a lot to talk about. And then all of a sudden, Top Shot dropped some crazy news. And yeah, so I think we got a lot to cover, actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah, for sure, bro. But before we do get into that, just want to kind of quickly shout our own selves out a bit. That being the first thing is, I don't know if you guys saw on our, on all our platforms like Twitter or on Instagram, we actually dropped a new logo. BFD Hayes or NFT Hayes is what we call him. He's been working pretty hard at, just trying to keep us looking clean. So, big shout out to you, bro, for getting that done. We all love it.
Facts.
Even my girl, right, who barely she kind of semi listens to the episodes. She's like, "Yo, I saw you guys had a new logo." I was like, "Thank you, babe."
Yeah,
Steven got to work, so that's one of the first things that we're excited about. The other thing is we actually also dropped the website. It's called NFTcity.io, and we're live, baby. Like, you guys ever just want to check out our content, YouTube, Spotify, and again, just future things that we have with like in the works. Keep an eye on that. And again, if you follow us on Twitter or Instagram, we definitely will be sure to keep you updated in terms of anything we add to the website over time.
Yeah, bro. I think NFT City is officially that rebrand went great, and I think we're officially starting to feel like a product, a finished product kind of thing.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's still a lot of room to grow, and we're improving every day. But we have our usual Top Shot focused podcast that you can always expect weekly. NFTcity.io website is out, fire. I think it looks clean. And we also got NFT City Feeders podcast. If you haven't checked that out, go check out our other boys who've been featured here before, like Brian Schmoove. He's been here several times. He made the intro song to the to NFT City podcast. He's hosting another podcast. It's called The Feeders. It's fire as name, by the way. It's like, yo.
You just got to give it a listen, and you'll just understand why it's named Feeders.
Yeah.
And yeah, like you were saying, yeah, like it also has Miki, right, who's also been like joining us a few times. Like there's a silent guest that never got the chance to join us to talk about NBA Top Shot, but we always bring up his name because he's just he's just that guy. So good guy Greg, and you again go check out NFT City Feeders. You guys will definitely love it.
That was on point, by the way. I can't make that.
I mean, bro, me and Greg were going to the gym multiple times a week before, bro. So you kind of just start picking up these things,
Bro, I looked at the Discord. I was like, oh shit, he came in. So yeah, it's pretty fire, bro. It's not just a new logo. It's coming with a website. It comes with a new, completely different type of podcast. Focuses on NFTs. Again, NFTC feeders. And then, of course, bro, you got your two boys here dropping NBA Top Shot news weekly. And if you guys have nothing to say on that, bro, I think we got some NBA Top Shot news for you, right?
Yeah, we got a few things, and again, we'll try to keep it brief on certain points because I will tell you what, like before we actually started recording this, Dom and I were going through a blog post that NBA Top Shot dropped today about just explaining, I guess, upcoming plans for like the next few weeks, and it was a lot. Actually, it was one of those things where you'd like. You ever been stuck trying to read a book and you keep reading the same page over and over? Well, that's how we felt like 10 minutes ago. So we definitely kind of digested that a bit for you guys, make it easier for you guys to just understand what's upcoming. And again, just what to be excited for. So, let's get to it, bro. The first thing is, usually they have office hours. I gave it a listen. And this one was a bit very dedicated towards collector score. And again, we spent a lot of time talking about that last week, so I won't go too in depth with that. But just like a few things that kind of caught my eye, which was again, it is confirmed that if you guys know what collector score is, right? It's a point system in which NBA Top Shot uses to see if you're eligible for a pack or not, and that point system is they calculate this based off what kind of moments you own, what kind of challenges you completed, and things of that sort. And yeah, the idea is that this was created to benefit actual collectors versus new users. And it was cool because they gave an actual example of something that was happening a few months ago. So, if you guys rewind to like, let's say February and a legendary pack drops, you could easily be like, yo, mom, you trying to make some money? Make an account, get $1,000 and get a chance at trying to buy a pack. And she's like, I bet. And I'll be like, mom, this is like easy. You're going to like 3-4x your money. Um, and they noticed that a lot of new people would like hit on these packs. And the problem is that when you come in with that mindset of, I'm trying to buy a pack and you're not necessarily like invested into what NBA Top Shot is as a project, you kind of come in here, take your money, you did. And they noticed that a lot of the packs are actually going to those new collectors. And so again, collector score, right? This is their incentive that they're created is that since you need a higher score to purchase the nice packs, then it makes it so that the packs that are being purchased are owned by people that actually care about NBA Top Shot and probably again have been here for a while or have invested a lot of money into it. So it's very likely that they won't just like leave out of nowhere after hitting on one. So and I know we have spoken about that, Dom, a bit, like in terms of like, oh, like I wonder what incentives they're gonna create for like real collectors, which they've been bringing up for a while. So they definitely confirmed that with this. I was again, if you heard our rant last week, I wasn't too thrilled about how specific, like how tight they made the eligibility number, especially like for us who've been like on this for a while. But hey, what's your take on that, real quick, bro?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we kind of hammered it last episode a bit. I think overall, what we should keep in mind is that, and they throw this out there on every single like office hours or every single opportunity they can, is that they're in beta, and
Yeah.
right, that's like a cliche at this point, cliche answer, but it is a reality. Like every decision that they're making, it comes with some backlash from some part of the community. Sometimes it's not everyone. Obviously, some whoever's in, right, whoever invested enough money and it's in, obviously they chilling with the high collector score and they're happy about it. But then you're alienating a whole bunch of people that are saying like, yo, I've invested a lot and somehow I still don't manage. So yeah, I think overall, what you got to do is decide, all right, do you believe in that they'll finally get eventually hit some middle ground, and do I want to stick with some other things? What kind of strategy can if I want to stick with Top Shot, what kind of strategies can I apply moving forward to kind of, I don't know, preserve my account value or something like that. They're gonna be playing around with this collector score down the line. I actually did listen to some of the whole office hours. I think I listened to about halfway, and I saw that you had some notes jotted down already, so you're gonna cover most of it. But just to add on, just because my point touches on this, there was something that they mentioned which was a little interesting, which was, one of the big parts of the collector score overall, what makes up collector score is the net spend, right? That portion where how much have you spent on the marketplace, and then subtract how much you've purchased. Or did I say that wrong? Whatever. How much you bought, how much you sold, right? And they subtract them, and that's your net spend, right? So obviously, the more you've purchased versus compared to how much you've sold for, then you get a more collector score. You land in a different tier and get a different amount of bonus. Now, one of the concerns that we had, and I brought this one up last time, was that over time what's gonna happen is you're just gonna have people, old accounts, right, that spent some money, and they're just gonna be like, they're gonna get that net spend pretty up there. If you've purchased like if you dropped a lot of money at the beginning, right, and you got a whole budget thing, you're anytime you sell one of those moments for profit, right, you're gonna end up taking yourself out of that that net spend bonus, if you will, right? Every time you sell, you're reducing that amount, because you started off early enough and you made enough profit off of it. So it hinders you every time you sell, and it's a little bit weird, right? That you selling your old moments that you ended up getting cheap just because you were here early ends up hindering you just when you sell one or two of them.
Yeah, exactly. It kind of creates this incentive, like of it's obvious that they want you to keep it, right? That's in terms of like score alone, right? Not
Yeah,
the big point is that they want you to keep moments. And again, like you said, that's not necessarily the approach that everybody wants to take in this. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
do like I like to sell, bro. I like to pick and choose, moments that I don't necessarily love every moment that is minted. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I shouldn't be penalized for just trying to get rid of the ones that I don't necessarily enjoy and can make money from. You know what I mean?
Or applying a strategy that made you some money, right? Like, if, let's say, even right now, you were to buy the playoff pack, and then you saw everybody rush to sell, and then you bought up a few ones that you thought were gonna be in the future challenge, and as soon as the challenge gets announced, you know that the prices come up. Or like, shout out to LaMelo Ball. It was just announced that he won Rookie of the Year. Shout out you. I know he's big into NFTs and also Bored Ape Yacht Club. Shout out them. Well, his moments kind of started rising when it was announced that he was Rookie of the Year for the season. And let's say you had anticipated that beforehand, right? You already knew, like, yo, it was going to be LaMelo. So you had bought them up and you're trying to sell. So say you bought a few and then you sell for profit here, right? As soon as it starts coming up, you sell for profit. It's a good strategy. Well, now it penalizes you on your collector score.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
And not only in that way in the net spend, but also in that you don't have that moment anymore, right? Because owning a moment gives you some collector score, so you kind of get double penalized there. So yeah, you were gonna mention something there, or
No,
no?
yeah, exactly that, bro.
Okay.
It's just like it's funny when you actually pointed out that you're double penalized, right? It's like you're not only are you hurting your net spend, you know, but then
Yeah,
you're also losing points because you get points for just holding the moment, you
yeah,
know. So yeah, bro. And again, we don't need to spend too much time on that. Like I think our listeners probably got like a good idea of like where we're kind of sitting at in terms of
yeah.
collector score. But I guess some things to keep in mind if you guys are like very interested in like just trying to hit on like these packs and trying to make sure you get your score up, is that it is snapshot based, and right now it's about once per day. And for those that don't know, like snapshot meaning, so you have a score, right? And so that score is updated right now once a day within the app. Um, and so the goal would be probably two per day, so that again you have I guess a better chance or better estimate of where you are at that moment. Especially for Hollow Icon 3, which drops next week, I think, bro. Like pretty certain, right? Next week, right?
Hollow 3.
Hollow 3, right? It's next
Oh,
week, right?
tomorrow,
It's
Thursday, June
tomorrow, bro.
17th, bro. Yeah.
Oh, damn, time
So by the
flies.
time you guys listen to this, yeah, it will have
Yeah,
dropped already.
yeah, damn, bro. I don't know what I was thinking. Either way, yeah,
No,
it
all
drops
good.
tomorrow. The other thing is, yeah, like apparently, so that was also a little weird. I was like, why do they have the snapshot thing? And then they kind of just admitted that this was kind of rushed, actually, the whole collector score approach. And that, again, like you said, the ultimate cliche, we're in beta, and so they're just actively looking for feedback. And so I guess that's kind of like a theme to keep in mind when you think of NBA Top Shot. They're very quick to implement something, whether it's good or bad. And like you said, right, it's because they're in beta, and you can always just kind of use that as like a barrier of like, well, we're just trying to test it out, and we're trying to get some feedback from you guys in terms of how this works. So I guess when they finally do remove beta from, their website, expect probably more news or are probably like better estimates or ETAs of when something's going to be done rather than just like, bam, here's a collector score and here's why you're not even close to being eligible for this pack that's coming out next week. Um, and yeah, other than that, I think the last thing is that Hollow Icon 3, instead of the usual rebound packs that are just regular base sets, it's going to be playoff base sets, which again, they're common moments, but again, they're more they give you one guaranteed playoff moment, which we hit on last week. So that's pretty cool. It's funny you're the one that pointed it out that the playoff pack actually didn't sell out, even though everybody had the chance of being able to what you call this reserve one.
Yeah.
And so when that happened, I was like, we were talking about like, damn, what are the chances of this was added as a rebound pack? And it seems like they are doing that, and it's probably because of that, right? If they didn't sell out, then well, fuck it, here you go, here you guys go. You know, instead of these regular packs, they spice it up a bit. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, word. Yeah, I agree. It's a pretty dope concept. Good way to reward, I guess, those who did make it, and also don't make who made the collector score or the legibility, but didn't make they don't hit.
Yeah, you just don't hit. Yeah, at least you hit on a playoff pack. So I mean, something, bro, something.
Yeah, word. Yeah, I guess the last thing I do want to touch on that collector score situation with the Nets band is, I guess we didn't full circle that one post, but the update that they were making in order to make this collector score thing improve down the line, at least the net spend portion, is that they're going to restrict it to a specific time window. So right now for Hollow Icon 3, they're going to look at the net spend between January 1st of this year and now. And so you can expect that same thing to happen moving forward. So I guess one quote-unquote solution that they're going with, Chris, to the problems we just discussed about you grabbing some moments and trying to flip it for some profit, is that they're going to be looking at this window. So, for future packs, they're going to look at the last 3 months and say, okay, what's your net spend in the last 3 months? Right? And they're going to use that as the bonus for net spend instead of just looking at your whole time with Top Shot.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
And I like that because like you said, right, Series 3 is probably going to come out at the beginning of next season. And so that'll be cool, right? Because it just feels like you have a fresh start at this rather than like being held back by like, I don't know, me making a lot of money or something during Series 2. And so now that's holding me back from future stuff. So, yeah, exactly. And you already know, bro, once Series 3 comes in, bro, like I can already imagine where it's gonna be after the summer, right? You're gonna be hungry for basketball, like, and so yeah, there's gonna be. I'm sure we're gonna be excited. So definitely looking forward towards that and getting my hands back on the market on new moments.
Yeah, that's actually pretty interesting that you bring that point up. I wasn't sure about what the feeling was, but I guess I got your feeling, and if it sounds like there is some anticipation for the end of Series 2 and to like get Series 3 started, or am I misjudging what you just said, or do you feel like, damn, you're looking forward to Series 3?
Yeah, I guess it's a mixture of things. So the first one is, as you guys know, I'm a Knicks fan, and my Knicks were eliminated in the first round of the playoffs. So it's been a little dreadful. Like, I watched the playoffs, but nothing compares to watching like your home team. And so for me, bro, just the idea of like, I don't know, bro, seeing RJ year 3 or IQ year 2, you know what I mean? Like, I'm excited for that. Like, I love the start of the season, but again, I also do enjoy the playoffs as well. So, but I don't know, bro. I just love basketball, so I'm just excited either way. It's hard to gauge what exactly my energy on it was. Either way, yeah. But I will say this though, like, well, similar to Cool Cats, I guess it does feel good to be closing out a chapter though, because bringing it back to net spend, right? I don't have that bonus, and so it would be. That's something to look forward to, right? Because I'll be at a fresh start for Series 3, and so that was my feeling as to why I'm excited about that.
Gotcha, I see. Yeah. Okay, so that makes sense. Yeah, if your collector score isn't getting the bonuses, I'm definitely thinking that you're looking forward to say, you know, future drops far from this one, or you know, Series 3 as almost as a fresh start. So yeah, that's pretty dope. All right, bet. So I think that wraps up office hours. And they, as you mentioned earlier, there was a post that they just dropped as we maybe an hour before recording. And yeah, like you said, it's a little bit of I felt like a homework assignment to try to see exactly how they were breaking down. But the subject was regarding playoff sets, and just I guess to break it down for us. And I just want to say that pretty much the breakdown is it's confusing in the way it's worded, but it's pretty straightforward in what they're doing. They're pretty much laying out the game plan for the following pack drops, and it just kind of confirms the information that we had previously, which is that there's gonna be playoff common packs, that there's gonna be one rare pack regarding the conference finals, and then there's gonna be a legendary pack around the finals. And I think it's pretty dope. They have officially announced that it's going to be 4 different releases coming up. You know, release 1, we just had that. It just happened. It was the playoff pack, and I hope you copped and I'm sure you did if you're listening to this, because it was a reserve pack. Although I think one of us didn't make it. One of us announced in the chat that, I forgot to reserve that. I don't know how you dropped that ball, but
he knows who he is.
Yeah, facts. And shout out to you. And yeah, I mean, shout out to you also, and shout out to all the other ones that didn't buy the reserve pack, because you know, now people that get Hollow Icon 3 and they don't hit can get one. So you made a contribution to for the greater good.
To the real collectors, as NBA Top Shot would say, right?
Yeah, word. Quote unquote. And so yeah, you know, release 1 just dropped. Release 2 is gonna be next week, June 25th. There's gonna this one's not reserve style, so it's not guaranteed that you can get one. It's out of 200k packs. I don't know what number has been queuing up recently, but I think it's in the 300,000 still. I think it's potentially about 300,000 people are getting in line for these packs. I think the reserve, there were, I mean, somewhere in the ballpark at 300,000 reservations, if you will. So
yeah, I would say definitely under 3. Yeah. But either way, enough for everybody.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm assuming that, you know, release 2 again on June 25th, that most likely you'll hit. All right, because 200k pack sounds like about 2/3. So about a 66, maybe say 66% chance, or maybe something like that. So most, whatever, you have a high chance of getting it. Although I've definitely gotten over 200,000 in some previous pack drops, so maybe not that guaranteed. Release 3 is gonna be I guess sometime early July, and I guess the reason for it being like early July and not a specific day is probably because they're gonna wait for the conference. Obviously, they're gonna wait for the conference finals to end, and we don't know if it goes 4 games or it goes 7 games. So that changes greatly, and so that's gonna be that rare pack. And release 4 will be the finals. That's the legendary, and obviously we're gonna wait till after the finals. So it'll probably be sometime late July that they'll drop. Latest would be, I would say, like early August. I don't think it goes that far in. And there's about 42k packs in that legendary. So a few packs to look forward to. I don't know, is there any one for you, any releases that you're looking forward to, bro?
I mean, one I'm excited for next, like you said, there's a pack next week. And I think this is what I had in mind. For some reason, I completely, I don't know, messed up the dates in my head. But yeah, I'm excited for that.
Got it. All right.
And yeah, I kind of, I'll tell you what, bro, and maybe this is just, I don't know, dumb of me, but like part of the excitement for me was usually whenever these packs drop, we're at work and we work from home. And so we all get on Discord and we're like, all right, guys, drop in 1 minute. And I love like I love getting on Discord and be like, yo, I got this number, or and then I'll ask you, Dom, and we'll ask the rest of the group. And so lately with this reserve thing, it's like it's cool, you know, like I've been getting a guaranteed pack, but like it kind of takes that feeling away, especially because they give you like 3 days to do it. And so like if you really don't even have to rush, you can literally get on like a Saturday morning and you don't even have to get in line. You know what I mean? Like yes, we complained about the line if you if you hear like one of our old episodes, but like I don't know, it's part of the experience. You know what I mean? So I guess I'm looking forward to potentially not being able to hit. Right? I like that there's room for
Mm,
failure. You could say.
that's interesting.
Um, yeah, yeah. It just makes it interesting, bro. Not only that, like when and I guess I don't even know if I want to go down this tangent, right? But it's like if you keep giving people guaranteed packs, what is that doing to the market in terms of like supply, right? Like before, you had to fight for even base packs, but now it's becoming a thing where it's like everybody's guaranteed one at this point. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, we need to have to expand on that.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm excited for that, and then I'm praying, bro. I'm praying that like the Top Shot, and that was actually one of the discussion segments I was gonna bring up later, like how people felt about collector score, and I think everybody who's hearing us has a good idea of how we feel. But I'm hoping that they got so much backlash that they kind of lower that number drastically for release 3 and 4, so like the rare and the legendary, so that I
Yeah.
could actually be excited for them. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a yeah, that's a good point. It if you didn't make it for Hollow 3, right? How likely is it that you make it for probably the rare is different, right? Cuz it's rare, not legendary, but like how
Exactly.
likely, right? Like how do you feel looking forward to like the legendary pack drop for the finals? Like you must it seems to me that unless there is enough backlash and they do change something dramatically about it, that even fewer people are gonna qualify for that, right? Because actually they did release the number. They had a small update today, um, on one of the streams, and it just went up on Top Shot YouTube, and they confirmed that there's about 8,300 people eligible for this Hollow 3. And there's 2,500 packs. So I guess that's like a 20% to
I just
25%
had an
chance.
epiphany, bro.
What's up?
Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Cool, cool, cool. Again, so I'm looking at our notes. And so going back to what you were saying, right, which is if you weren't able to hit on Hollow Icon 3, right, what are the chances that you'll be able to get a legendary pack? And right, immediately my thoughts is like, oh, bro, it's gonna be over 9,000, like fucking, they're gonna kill us with the collector score requirement for it, right? But if you
Shout
notice,
out
it was only
Vegeta.
20. Yeah, shout out to Vegeta. If you notice, it was only 2,500 available for Hollow Icon 3, while this one is 42K. You know what I mean? So
Mm,
if I mean, bro, we're talking about like 20, 20 times more than Hollow Icon 3. And so I don't know. To me, that sounds like you would have to lower the number to a reasonable, unless they somehow anticipated with their graphs that yes, by the end of the playoffs, 42K people will be able to qualify to the number that we previously had, which was like 7,500. And I don't think that's gonna happen. I think like you see how you said that it's like hovering around like 8,300 right now for Hollow Icon 3 or something like that.
yeah.
I don't see that number getting much higher than that. I really just don't. Like, especially to so yeah. My point is full circle. Bro, I don't know, bro. You got me hyped seeing with this no, bro. 42K packs. I feel like they're gonna lower the number. Holy shit, let's go.
Okay.
There's hope. There's hope. There's hope.
Damn. I mean, listen, they did drop that information. I practically copied and pasted, but it does sound a little too good to be true. And so obviously you're optimistic, and you quote unquote call me pessimistic. So um yeah, I don't know. I mean, listen, hopefully, bro, because honestly, I also remember the feeling of like a few of us hitting at least, and us like having and a couple of us having a pack to open. Um, one of the reasons why I think there was one hollow icon that I got, which I think it might have just been me from the group. Well, it wasn't even me. It was my girl. It was my girl. It was Shorty. Shorty hits on her account, and we buy it. And one of the main reasons why I decided, okay, I'm just gonna hold on to this one. Some of it was the market dropping, but also was none of you guys hit, so I had no one to open it with. You know what I mean? And that might be something also. I don't know, something Top Shot could consider. I don't know. It's a little bit psychological, if you will. If you're doing this thing with a few people, right? It's also good when other people hit. It doesn't feel that good when you're the only one to open a pack. At least not to me. And so,
Yeah, bro. No, yeah, for sure, bro. Like, I remember the first hollow icon that we got, that me and you hit on, and nobody else did. I felt super bad, bro, because I got my brother to load up his Dapper Balance. Remember, it was like, because this was back in the day where like you needed every single second possible to hit on the pack, and
Yeah.
that means you didn't want to pay directly through a credit card or whatever debit, because there was a chance that like your card could get flagged because it is it's a large transaction, whatever. Um, Shout out to Chase. And so yeah, so I remember my brother didn't hit, and I felt super bad, bro. It almost took away from me getting my pack because I was like, yo, bro, like this is it. Like we immediately, when we got on this thing, right, we were like, yo, the money's clearly in these like expensive packs. And so yeah, it doesn't necessarily, you kind of almost, I don't know, it hurts a little bit to brag, like, yeah, I got one. And
Yeah.
the rest of the group is just like, yeah, good shit, bro. But
Yeah, word. So yeah, that's a good point. I don't know how to bring it back to. I think it feels like we went on a tangent there, but um, there's something else that I've been noticing about Top Shot, which I feel like is pretty cool. They've been doing promo videos for these like legendary drops. And then they've also been doing like streams. Like they've been doing a lot more, content when it comes to like anticipating like pack drops. And like one of the things that I spotted on Twitter was that Jacob, I think the community manager, he's getting on with these these ball players, the actual NBA players, and going through some of the moments that are going to be released. And we touched on that one before, which was that somebody complained that, hey, with blockchain technology, people could just see what gets minted, and they see what gets minted before Top Shot says, like, yo, look what we have in. And that felt like, the anticipation is gone because they can't, Top Shot's not making the announcements actually coming from, whatever, Twitter, wherever you're getting it from. And one of the approaches that they took was, hey, let's how about we announce the moments before we mint them. And at first I thought it was okay, they may just do like a blog post or something like that, but on the other hand, they actually went the route of like having these NBA ball players. Like recently they had Jaren Jackson Jr. and Karis LeVert. They also had Duncan Robinson. They had
yeah, Josh Hart gets on a
Garland.
lot. Yeah. They had a
Yeah, good. Josh
yeah, bro.
Hart. Yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting. I also noticed that like they definitely been pushing that more, especially like on Twitter. Like I have noties on NBA Top Shot, and so yeah, I noticed that like they're like, yo, check out what this dude thinks about the NBA playoffs. Like even like that, like they've been getting with the clickbaits on these promos.
Yeah.
And personally, bro, like I think it's cool, bro, because if think about it like this, right? We invest in these digital collectibles, right? That is a fairly new concept, right, for people, and if hearing basketball players go out of their way on the off season when they could be in Cancun right now or something to get on to like the live stream on Twitch to talk about the NBA Top Shot, if
Yeah.
that's not reassuring about what the future of this is, then I don't know what is, bro.
Yeah.
And again, like it's not the same players either, right? We're getting again, the NBA Top Shot constantly updates whenever like a new like player signs up, and we're seeing that the base is constantly growing. So again, we've said this a million times, yo, bro. Once they get like LeBron or somebody on one of these streams, bro, it's over, bro.
Yeah.
And it's feeling like we're one step closer. Like I didn't actually get the chance to listen to it, but I heard that there was one with Cat, and like he like told a story about a moment or something like that, and he brought up like his mom, bro, and like how Like that's why that moment was super special for him.
That's wild.
Like it's interesting, bro, right? Because like I remember my emotions for when I see a moment. I'm like, yeah, I remember I was screaming on my couch. But like imagine the actual players, like this is what I was thinking during this play. And like this is what then happened afterwards, like when I went home and like you know what I mean? Like it's interesting, bro, and it adds a whole different dynamic to this thing. So I like it, bro.
Yeah.
What were you thinking actually as you were saying it?
No, I mean, I'm just glad overall that Top Shot is continuing to push, even though they quote unquote in beta, they're still continuing to push like, involvement with actual basketball fans, with actual basketball players. They've even gone back and got like retired players as well on some of these streams, and it just lets you know that like, all right, they're into the NBA. You know what I mean? This is also for the NBA player, not just the crypto or the collectible market, right?
Yeah.
Because you don't want to just come off as that. Like, you definitely want to target NBA fans, because that's the true heart of what the product is. And if you leave it up to like, let's say crypto people mainly, right? You get the flippers because a lot of them are off to the next NFT that's popping or something like that. And so, yeah, we definitely need NBA Top Shot to integrate itself into NBA. And it would have been fire if they had something ready, or if they felt that they were ready, and have like, at the finals, like, the KD, the game we just saw from KD and the Bucks. You know what I mean? Nets and Bucks. But yeah, KD and the Bucks, really. And have some Top Shot like announcement there, or some, you know what I mean, some advertisement or something. Yeah, that would have been dope. But I guess we'll get there eventually. But I do like the route that they're taking, right? It's pretty cool.
Yeah, bro, exactly. Baby steps, right? You start off with getting these dudes on Twitch. But yeah, bro, it definitely feels like they're heading that direction. And you actually, so you brought up the game, right? The Bucks versus Nets yesterday.
Yeah.
But bro, I gotta tell you something, bro. So I got a notification that Trae Young, bro, just defeated the 76ers tonight, bro.
Wait, what?
And yes, bro.
Oh,
And
shit.
yes, bro. And so again, just to briefly explain where we were at before we started recording, it was like the end of the third quarter, and the Sixers were up by like 20 plus.
Yeah.
And as I was walking into the room, I just heard Seth Curry just kept hitting three after three. I was like, oh, it's over. I was like, Seth Curry's getting hot now. I was like, it's over.
Yeah.
Then I get a notification from ESPN, bro, that Trae Young dropped like 30 something on number, and like dropped like 25 points in the second half. It's some wild shit, bro.
Wow.
Either way, yeah, bro.
How many
I
fouls?
feel like we just missed greatness to record other greatness. But I'm assuming some fire ass Trae Young moment was probably made tonight, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, bro.
I was surprised. Actually, listen, I hit you up. I was watching the game, and I hit you up. I'm like, okay, this is looking slow for the Hawks. I actually think the Sixers are gonna take it anyways. And so, because the talent is there. The talent is definitely on their side, on paper, if you will. So it's gonna come down to like injury and chemistry and shit like that. So, but anyways, I thought to myself, okay, this is over. Second quarter, I hit you up, yo, let's sit down and record. You was down, so here we are. So I'm completely surprised that the Hawks won that game. It must have been again like the game before then, game 3. What was it? Game 4. Just like game 4, it must have been that they completely failed in the fourth quarter.
They just can't close, bro.
Which is something
It
weird.
seems like it.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's pretty cool. Damn, bro. These honestly injuries, even with the injuries, these playoffs are like very interesting. Like, we've had some exciting games. Like again, that KD game, bro, where he played all 48 minutes, like wild. That stat line is crazy.
2K performance. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro. And so and that 1-3, and I know you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, I can't wait to see if they make that the rare. I'm sure they will. I mean,
It has to be a moment for sure.
Yeah. That's the thing that sucks about this, right? Is the fact that like some hot ass moment can happen and you just dropped, like, this would have been a crazy Hollow Icon 3 moment. You know what I mean? Or who knows? Maybe it can also become part of the challenge. I don't know if they have it all set up, but you know exactly what moment I'm talking about. It's like towards the end of the game, and it's like maybe 2 minutes left on the fourth quarter, and Harden has the ball, but he ain't making moves. The shot clock is down to like 2 seconds, and KD runs up and calls for the ball and just like runs over to the 3-point, and
Very,
bro,
very top of the key, bro.
pulls
Too, like,
up right on Middleton's face, bro.
yeah,
That shit rattles in. I was
that
like,
shit was cash,
yo,
bro. When that shit went in, I was like, oh yeah, KD is
different.
cold, bro. Yeah, he's different. And it's funny because like we had a whole conversation about it like before the game, like during work, and you know, like I again, like I'm not a Brooklyn Nets fan, but bro, big shout out to Kevin Durant, bro, because that motherfucker's nice, bro. Like we're talking about elite, and so yeah, bro. I think even like I was actually thinking about it. I was like, just imagine like your job is you're the guy that works for NBA Top Shot, and they're like, all right, bro, your job is to pick moments, and you're
Yeah,
like, okay, and you just watch a ton of shit, and then you're watching this performance yesterday, and then you're like, nah, this is the moment, this is the moment, and then
yeah, all along
yeah,
the game,
bro,
right?
yeah, the whole fucking game, and then you see that shot, you're like, oh, nah, this is it. But at
Yeah,
that point, you're like, yo, I wouldn't be surprised if he hits me with another one, like,
yeah,
because that's what he does, bro. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
it's cool though, bro. And again, to bring it back to full circle, which we we're talking about like promo videos and streaming and the NBA being more involved. I mean, uh, yeah, bro. I think we're definitely heading in the right direction. And yeah, bro. Who knows, bro? If like BFD Hayes would say, there's a chance that like they might shout out NBA Top Shot during the finals or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Further in the playoffs.
Yo, on that Kevin Durant moment,
Yeah.
I got a question for you.
What's up, bro?
Say this becomes a moment, but it becomes a common playoff moment, right? Out of 40,000. So 40,000 CC, you get that shot of KD.
Yeah.
Would you rather have that moment serial like 38,400 or something out of 40K? So 38K serial number. Or would you rather have a Series 1 rare JaVale McGee jersey match?
Yeah. Well, first of all, what's his jersey number?
I don't fucking know.
Oh shit. Okay. So to bring it back, this is a common moment, right? This is a common KD 40 KCC moment.
But it's that moment.
But it's that moment.
Yes. I mean, come on. Like, that moment lives on for a minute. If you know, it might be a future, like, part of his real kind of thing, right? Like, I mean, he has a lot of moments. So it's crazy that, you know, a lot of highlights, if you will.
JaVale
Or, yeah, some JaVale McGee, like, layup from Series 1. But it does happen to be a jersey match, though.
I mean, I'll tell you what, bro. Like, yes, I would love to have the KD moment, but I mean, bro,
But
you talking about a
wait.
series? Okay. What's the twist?
You gotta hold the moment, by the way. You can't sell this moment. It's like
Oh,
officially locked to your account.
Oh, bro, forget about it.
Forget about it, what?
Give me the KD moment then, bro.
Really, bro?
Well, I mean, if I can't sell it, I mean, whatever. And like you said, right, it's not gonna benefit me too much collector score wise because of the net spend thing. Is like you said, it's window wise. Now I do know you get points for but whatever. Aside from all of that, bro, if I have to hold these moments, right, and like the moments that I cherish, right,
Yeah.
then it has to be KD. It has to be that KD shot, then, bro. But if it comes in terms of like businessman, Chris.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. I can't go wrong with a rare jersey number. Now the question is, who's gonna buy that from me, and that might be the biggest thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll stick to KD.
You
That was a
pick
good question.
KD.
What about you, bro? What would you do?
Damn, I don't know. I mean, now that I can't sell it, it's almost like it goes heavily to KD. If I couldn't sell it, let's say it was just like you couldn't sell it for 3 years. Does that sway you in any way? Like, what is the point where you decide, okay, I'll take the McGee. You can't sell it for a year. Would you do that? You gotta hold the McGee for a year, or you gotta hold the moment for a year before you sell it. It doesn't matter if you hold the McGee or not. But like, I want to know what would sway you to take a jersey match McGee from Series 1, like, over that KD moment?
That's tough, right? Because like, all right, so like you said, you gave a good example, right? 3 years from now, right? 3 years from now, all these moments could just be worth a lot of money, right? Because at that point, we're talking about like, for all we know, KD could be retiring.
That's right.
You know what I mean? KD could be retiring.
That's right.
McGee will definitely most likely be retiring. He's also on the older end, actually. Damn, bro.
So it gets spicy now.
Yeah, it gets spicy, right? Because it's like, at the end of the day, like, it's still a rare, right? And it's a jersey number. Damn, bro. Damn you, Domino. What would you put me in these situations, bro? It's like,
come on.
But yeah, no, I think, now, you know what, bro? I'll take I'll stick to my gut, and in terms of like what I've been preaching from the start, stars sell, bro. Stars sell in this shit. And yes, a JaVale McGee jersey number, Series 1 would probably be dope, and be probably worth a lot of money. But if I had to project this long term, right? We're talking about long term.
Yeah.
We're talking about like KD's probably probably his top 3 best performances of his whole NBA career. And that was the shot of the game, if you really think about it, right?
Yeah.
Nah, bro, I'll take the KD. Nah, bro, I'm not changing my mind. I'm not changing it, bro.
Okay.
Because I am here for the long run, and so like I do believe that moment could appreciate over time. And I'm optimistic, bro, that 3 years from now, 40 KCC would just be, seems like a lot now, but will probably be very little then. So I think I'm gonna stick to that, bro.
Okay.
And again, just a cool moment.
Yeah. Yeah, you actually might be right. I think as time goes on, yeah, you kind of want to hold on to KD over JaVale McGee. I do want to say though, since I think JaVale McGee is one of those like in Top Shot with a Top Shot account, if I'm not mistaken. And so if I had a rare jersey match, bro, I think he'd want to buy it off of me. And he got some bread. But even with all that said, I still take KD, bro.
Yeah, that's a no. But you had me though, bro. You like, yeah. I was really thinking about it. I'm like, damn. But then I tell you, bro, it goes back to that where it's like, who's gonna buy it from me, bro? Yes,
it has to be him.
It has to be him, bro. It has to be him or like,
or his wife.
Nah, I don't want to be OD, bro. We talking bad shit, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, big shout out to you, JaVale McGee. Well, he got like 3 rings, bro. He got like 2 with Golden State. He got 1 with the Lakers, bro. So, good shit, bro.
Originally, this question was with Quinn Cook, and we had a nice laugh about that one.
Yeah, we were dying. I think, that would have been crazy. Nah, you.
But I don't think my man plays. Does he play?
He's either like a third stringer for something. I know he got like a 10-day contract from somebody, but I don't think so, bro. I don't think he's actually playing.
Anyways, yeah, I just had that question in mind. It was pretty funny. Yeah, bro. I think I'm ready to wrap this thing up. Again, NFT City rebrand. Fire. We're gonna start coming out with more content. I know we mentioned NFT City Feeders podcast already, but again, check them out. They talk about all types of NFTs, and they're a little wild. Also, NFTcity.io website is live. Things go up there. Our podcast updates, and we might also have a blog section pretty soon. So. That's pretty dope. As well as some YouTube videos, if I'm not mistaken. Chris, what's the update on that, baby?
Yeah, I've been working at it, bro. So I learned that making videos is hard, harder than I anticipated. Like, just even like, I got a Yeti. I hope you guys hear the difference. Speaking on the mic, but shit. Yeah. So yeah, exactly. I've been trying to like work on my setup and stuff, but most of all, like, I'm ready to go. The only thing is my barber needs to bless me, bro. I can't put myself in front of this camera and do this to the community, bro. They need to see me for who I am, and that's what a shape up. So
yeah, so Chris Barber, yo, get to stepping, bro. Hit this man up. Get this man a nice shape up, and cause NFT City fans need it, man. They need that content.
Exactly. So either way, like Dom said, expect some YouTube videos coming out soon. And yeah, it'll be more focused on like again, we spoke about collector score today. But sometimes like if you guys just want to catch like a quick YouTube video that just gets a lot more technical and just explains some of these things that again Top Shot may not have done a really good job at doing through a blog post, and that's where we come in and we try to make it easy for you guys. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, bro, other than that, I think that covers it up. Again, great rebrand. Super excited for what's the future. And yeah, NFT City. Y'all have a good one.
Peace.